Hey guys, I am Tam and this is a learning journey to the soul where we talk about everything related to the human experience because we're all here to learn different things. We're all here to evolve, to get better every day, and I believe we all need to learn how to become human again because we're all being trapped by this tool, this fucking tool I'm using to film myself, which is my phone. I know it got me depressed, so I'm choosing to use it in a more efficient way. Instead of consuming, I'm choosing to create. And yes, so I want to take this YouTube channel more seriously because I want to. Because I know I get interested into so many topics at once. Like, I love arts, but I also love sports, and I also love philosophy. I love talking about deep stuff. So I figured, why would I need to limit myself into one field if I have a whole lifetime to get to know myself. I have one lifetime to get to do many things. So why would I need to limit myself into one thing if I can do everything I'd want to do? See a beautiful rainbow. Beautiful rainbow once in a while. And yeah. And so, on this learning journey to the soul, every path is different, but we're all getting to learn more about ourselves daily. So that's why I'm choosing to follow my instincts, which are telling me that I should be doing more of what I love. And more of what I love to me is arts, sports, talking, expressing my point of view, thinking for myself for once and not consuming everything everyone is telling me, and kind of have my own truth, you know? I always had my own truth, but somehow people made me feel like my truth was too much or too woo-woo or too out of this world, that it couldn't be real. But I believe that you can do anything you want in life. You just gotta give yourself the right tools and the right motivation, and you just gotta put in the effort, because no one's gonna do it but you. But the beautiful thing is, once you get into it, the movement starts. You create a movement in your life, which then kind of catapults you into a new reality, because now you're doing something you've never done before. And that's how you evolve. And that's why I'm choosing to step into my power, even though I'm pretty scared because I know people might judge me, but I don't fucking care anymore. I want to live for me. And I would encourage you to live for yourself too. Because I think the more we live for ourselves, hello tiny doggy, the more we choose to live for ourselves, the more we get to experience life more freely, and the more we can maybe, I don't know, meet people that look like us, not really look like us, that feel like us, that think like us, and that can actually help us get where we want. Because once you choose to be yourself, you stop accepting what truly doesn't resonate with you. So you reject everything that's not supposed to be around you. On the contrary, what I used to do as a people pleaser was that I used to accept everything everyone used to do, even though I might not like it. I used to change myself for people in certain ways without even realizing it, just so that I could fit in, because I always felt like I wasn't normal and I needed to fit in. But the thing is, we need to stop doing that. Really, we're all unique. It would be a waste of your time to be something else than who you truly are. Okay? And if you're too weird for people, then fuck them. Really. If you're too weird, if you're too much, like, you're too weird. Who too weird said who? Really? If they choose to be too normal, it's not your problem. If you wanna, I don't know, run on the streets while it's raining and sing your lungs out, and no one's there and no one truly cares, everyone's got their headphones anyways, you have the right to, because you love life and you want to do it. Okay? Stop. That's like repeating my first video, but stop censoring yourself, truly. Like right now I'm speaking to myself, but I'm also speaking to you who's listening, because if I'm struggling with this, I know many people are struggling with this, okay? It's normal to feel like you're not lovable, especially in a society that gives you rules, so specific rules that are hidden in the way we are with interacting with each others. It's like you somehow know that being too loud is being too loud. What does it even mean to be too loud? Knowing that your voice at some points in time, I don't know, just like animals, might have been used to protect you from predators, I don't know. So, who said you were too loud? Really? Start asking yourself these questions. Like, when you feel like you're too much, when you start being shy of who you are, ask yourself, why am I being shy of this? Why am I feeling shameful for being my own self, my true self? Why do I feel shy around people, or why do I feel like I'm a little bit less like myself when too many people are around me? What makes it so that you need to change your true energy when you are surrounded by people? Like, these are real questions I ask myself, and then I realized it's like I might sense people's energies sometimes. I might sense how they feel. But the thing is, like, people are a reflection of yourself. So if you choose to have an inner battle with yourself, you will have that same battle with others around you. If you choose peace within yourself, you will have the same feeling of peace around people. Whether they like you or not, it will mean nothing to you, because you know who you are and you're at peace with it. Okay? Let that sink in a little bit. I didn't know this was gonna come out of me. Not today anyways. But I think that's a message that I'm really ready to learn now and like to listen. Because time's up. Like, my body is telling me I cannot keep on following other people's rules. I need to create my own rules, because this is my life and I feel like I've been wasting my whole life away listening to others. No, don't do this. No, don't do that. This is better. That's for you. No, that's not for you. Who the heck are you to tell me what's mine and what isn't? Who the heck are you to tell me what's best for me and what isn't? You might see me doing something that might not seem logical to you, but maybe that's really what I needed to experience in order to understand my lesson. Maybe for you it was like something obvious, but to me I needed to experience it before knowing it. It's like a child. A child will never understand what you mean by telling him that fire burns until they put their hand over fire and feel what it means to burn. And feel what it means, and feel what the fuck, until they put their hand on the fire and feel what it truly means to feel burned. Yeah, you get it. So yeah, Let people have their experiences. First of all, stop judging people. You want them to stop judging you, stop judging them and start trying to understand them. Okay? Everyone is always pointing fingers at everybody else. Even me. Like I'm no exception to that. Sometimes when I'm mad, it's like, yeah, but they did this. Well, fuck it. They did something. If you were good within yourself, no matter what they do, you wouldn't feel that way. So, suck it all up and feel your feelings, because that's the actual problem, not anyone. Okay? If you have a problem setting boundaries towards people, like in front of people, that's your problem, not people's problem. Because they will keep on asking what they think they deserve to be asking from you until you tell them how to respect you, until you tell them that's my limit and I don't want you to cross it, and then they choose whether they are okay with it and would still want to be interacting with you in that sense or not. And in both scenarios, it's okay, because you have the right to be you as much as they have the right to be themselves. And that's the only thing we need to understand. It's like, stop giving rules to people. It's not even rules. Like, you know, relationships, it's not about being, it's not about holding people so tight that they can't do anything around you. That's not a boundary. That's control. A true boundary is, I'm telling you, for example, that if you want to argue with me, if you're not okay with what I'm saying, I'd rather you just speak it in an understandable and constructive way, instead of yelling at me, for example. That's my boundary. I don't want you to yell at me. I want you to talk to me when something is wrong. Okay? Now, my hand is open. I told you what I wanted. You have the right to put your hand over mine and say, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. But both hands are open, because everything is free. Nothing is imprisoned into nothing is obligated. Okay, everything is free flowing. So you put your hand over mine. You're saying, I accept that boundary and I still want to interact with you, knowing how to respect you from now on. Okay? As much as you have the right to say, I'm gonna remove my hand from yours because I cannot accept that boundary. My other boundaries tell me that when I'm feeling angry, I need to shout at people. You have the right to. But then, we both have the right to agree to disagree, and the right to understand that maybe we're just not supposed to talk to each other, because I want to talk, you want to yell, for example. But you're not like, and they keep on yelling and they don't want to talk to me and they just want to yell. Well, that's control, and that's just you saying that the other person is controlling the situation or has more power over you, instead of being like, well, okay, they're doing this and obviously they don't want to stop, so what am I gonna do with it? Am I gonna keep on living that? Like, am I really gonna make myself go through that if I don't want it in my life? Or can I just let go and be like, it's okay, maybe we weren't meant to have a longer journey together, maybe we were supposed to learn from each other exactly how to set boundaries, and just like go away from each other's lives with all the respect and, comment on dit bienveillance déjà, and bienveillance and goodwill. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, can talk to people the way you want. Just know that you are the master of your own universe and you are your own guide. So when you feel like something is not feeling right, you have the right to follow your instincts. And even if people don't understand you sometimes, it's okay. Don't never ever stop being yourself for people. But when sometimes they give you advice, you can listen to their advice and see what truly resonates with you. Because sometimes you might actually be the one who's doing something that's not truly aligned to who you are and not aligned to the people you love. And you might not even be noticing what you're doing, okay? When you have a problem with someone, it's always both parties that are in the wrong and in the right, okay? You both are doing something to make this situation last, in that sense, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Anyway, bye bye.